Have you ever wondered if you can actually make money online using artificial intelligence? Not in theory, not from a course, but in the real world. Because right now the internet is full of videos claiming that AI can create passive income. Some people say you can start an online business in a few hours. Others say AI tools can generate digital products that sell automatically. But the real question is simple. Does it actually work? So I decided to run a small experiment. I gave myself 7 days. And the challenge was simple. Use artificial intelligence to create digital products. List them online. And see if anyone would actually buy them. No ads. No promotion. Just the platform itself. And the product. For this experiment I chose a very specific niche. Wedding templates. Because weddings are a huge industry. People spend thousands of dollars planning them. And many couples are constantly searching online for things like invitations, welcome signs, seating charts, and save the date cards. Most of these designs are actually sold as digital templates. Which means the seller creates the design once. And then it can be sold over and over again. So the idea was simple. Use AI to generate wedding template designs. Upload them to Etsy. And wait 7 days to see what happens. And honestly, the results surprised me. Why digital products? Before creating anything, I wanted to understand why digital products are so popular online. Traditional businesses usually require inventory. You need to buy products, store them somewhere, package them, ship them, and deal with returns. Digital products are completely different. Once you create them, they can be downloaded instantly. There is no shipping, no storage, no physical materials. And most importantly, one single product can be sold an unlimited number of times. That is why marketplaces like Etsy are full of digital downloads. Things like planners, templates, wall art, and design assets. Many of these products are created by small creators working from home, which makes it a perfect experiment for testing AI. Because if artificial intelligence can help generate these products faster, then theoretically anyone could start a small digital store. So the next step was creating the actual templates. Creating the AI templates. To generate the designs I used AI image generation tools. The goal was to create elegant wedding invitations and template designs that people would actually want to use when designing wedding templates. Simplicity is extremely important. Most couples prefer clean designs, soft color palettes, minimal typography, and classic layouts. So instead of creating something overly complex, I focused on a minimal aesthetic. The process looked something like this. First, I generated several wedding-themed backgrounds. Floral patterns, soft watercolor elements, and minimal frame designs. Then I combined those elements with elegant typography layouts. Things like, save the date, welcome to our wedding, and classic invitation formatting. After generating several variations, I selected the best ones. The goal was not perfection. The goal was speed. Because this experiment was about testing whether AI-generated products could sell. Not about creating a perfect design brand. Once the designs were ready, the next step was converting them into templates that buyers could actually edit. That way someone purchasing the product could easily customize the names, dates, and locations for their own wedding. This is extremely important for digital products. Because editable templates are far more valuable than static designs. After preparing several templates, it was time to upload them to the marketplace. Uploading to Etsy. For this experiment I used Etsy. Etsy is one of the largest marketplaces for handmade and digital products. Millions of people search there every month for things related to weddings. When uploading the products, I focused on 3 key elements: the title, the preview images, and the keywords. The title needs to clearly explain what the product is. For example, something like Editable Wedding Invitation Template or Minimal Wedding Welcome Sign Template. The preview images are also extremely important. Because people browsing Etsy will often decide within seconds whether a product looks attractive. So I created several mock-ups showing how the template would look in a real wedding setting. Things like invitations placed on a table or signage displayed at an event. These images help buyers visualize the product. Finally, I added keywords that potential buyers might search for. Things like wedding invitation template, minimal wedding design, editable wedding invitation. These keywords help Etsy understand what the product is about and help match it with people searching for similar items. Once everything was uploaded, the store was ready, and the real experiment began. The 7-day test. After publishing the templates, I didn't promote them anywhere. No social media, no ads, no marketing. The idea was to see whether the platform itself could generate traffic. Day 1 was quiet. No visits, no favorites, nothing. Which honestly was expected. New listings usually take some time before they start appearing in search results. Day 2 looked very similar. Still no activity. But on day 3 something interesting happened. The listings started getting views. Not a lot, but enough to show that Etsy was beginning to show the products to potential buyers. Over the next few days, the views slowly increased. A few people even added the products to their favorites, which usually means they are considering buying them later. And then something happened. Around the end of the experiment, the first sale appeared. Now, it wasn't a huge amount of money, but that wasn't the point of the experiment. The point was proving whether AI-generated digital products could actually sell online. And the answer was yes. What this means? This experiment showed something important. AI can significantly speed up the creation of digital products. But success still depends on several other factors. The niche, the quality of the listing, the images, and the keywords. In other words, AI is a tool, not a magic money machine. But when used correctly, it can help creators build products much faster than before. And in marketplaces like Etsy, speed matters. Because the more products you have available, the more opportunities there are for someone to find your store. Many successful Etsy sellers don't rely on just one product. They have dozens, sometimes hundreds, which increases their visibility in search results. So while this experiment started with only a few templates, the real potential comes from scaling, creating more designs, testing different styles, and continuously improving the listings. Final thoughts. This 7-day experiment was just the beginning. It wasn't about building a full business in a week. It was about testing the concept. Can artificial intelligence help create digital products that sell online? Based on this experiment, the answer seems to be yes. But like any business, it still requires effort, testing, and patience. In future experiments, I plan to test other AI side hustles, different platforms, different types of digital products, and different strategies for generating online income. So if you're curious about how AI can be used to build online businesses, make sure to subscribe, because the next experiments might be even more interesting.